like it. Hey, McDougal. How's it going? Okay, yeah. Didn't have my redeems up. Rude. This. There, okay. Hey, and you made it. Glad you made it. I am certainly happy you're here as well. I am certain. Yes, Glasses stream day 2. Megane senpai. That's me. So, yeah, the doctor said that it's nothing worrisome. That the little thing I've got on my eyeball is a normal thing that people tend to get on their eyeballs. So, I guess. But it is irritated, and so she recommended me giving it a rest with the contact lenses for a few days, and so I shall. Just giving the old corneas a rest. Ah, my corneas. Chaotic, hello. Oh my goodness. Chaotically happy to see you as well. Got my second camera up and running. Let's see what's the phone camera looking at. Oh yeah, we're gonna do speed balloons. And when we're not, it's just looking at the vase of flowers, which is holding up very nicely, and the and our little dinosaur cat balloon that we made yesterday during our speed balloon requests. Pretty cool. Whoa. Well, hello, Hand. How are you today? Oh, yeah. He said he couldn't talk. Its mouth was full. Holding the coffee, get it?
It's
yes,
coming.
a good restful cornea stream. Everyone loves those. McDougal, yes. At least I didn't have to buy medicine. Here. All cheers to that with 2 different liquids. Ah, McDougal, please do. Whatever is best for you. Hey, Heavenly Tinkers. I hope you had a wonderful birthday yesterday. Yeah, we balloon in Bex. I mean, we finna balloon.
Were we two-fisted here?
Yes. Well, I was holding the water, and you brought the coffee.
Yeah.
You know which one wins. To the doctor today. I went to the doctor's yesterday. It's a very popular thing to do.
It's very annoying how often you go to the doctor and the answer is, boy, I don't know either.
Yeah, no. The answer is like, well, I'm not worried about it. So just like keep an eye, and if it gets
Let's just
worse,
keep an eye on it.
let me know. Keep an eye on it. It is on my eye.
Keep it on your eye.
Keep it on your eye.
In a way, though,
essential.
that's like the best argument for universal healthcare.
Right?
The reason healthcare should be free is because 9 out of 10 times it's nothing, which means that if it costs something to go to the doctor, it's so easy to convince yourself, like, they're just going to tell me it's nothing. Why would I pay all that money to go to this place to have them tell me it's nothing?
Tell me something. Exactly.
And if it's free, then a lot of those people are going to be like, you know what? It's free. It's the responsible thing to do. I'm just going to go do it.
Never never know. Recording Goblin!
Goblin.
Thank you with your Prime.
Goblin.
Gabby! Thank you so much. 32-month streak. That's impressive. Numbers.
Richie. Yeah.
Numbers. Richie, we're jealous of you.
We're very jealous.
So jealous.
In California, we have a healthcare system for most people. It's not great, but at least it exists. A lot of America doesn't have that, which is nutty. It would be nice if we just had just like a simple, hey, if you're sick, go check that out, because that's better for everyone.
Turns out it is better for everyone.
Not
Camera's
just for Johnny
position.
Sick Guy, but also for
Johnny
everyone that has
Sick
to
Guy?
like. It's related to Johnny Sick
Patient's
Guy.
name?
Works with
Johnny
Johnny Sick
Sick
Guy. Has
Guy.
to be around Johnny Sick Guy.
You'll vouch? Thank you. Is that all it takes? Sweet. Let's go. Dr. Mike's is better than having a doctor that pretends to know what's going on and prescribes it. And sure. Yeah, no, for sure. I would rather have someone be honest with me and say, look, it doesn't look that bad, than someone be like, you know what you probably need? Smonexnadrol. And don't worry if they're giving me money to say this.
Why would we pay taxes for other people to get health care? It's not like when people get sick, they can get other people sick. Come on.
It's not like when people get sick and they can't do their jobs that the whole system falls apart.
No. Each of us is an island unto themselves, and we are not impacted, nor do we impact others. That's my experience on this earth.
Anyway.
Any old way.
We don't need to beat that drum anymore. We'll beat it periodically because we believe so strongly in it here. But
That's how you beat drums. You know,
it's
periodically,
true.
like a rhythm.
Regularly. That is the thing a drummer must do.
Yeah.
Is be regular.
Yeah.
Be predictable. So anyway, we are going to do some speed balloons, I think. Maybe another chicken detective. Yesterday was maybe the floppinest of our chicken detectives we've ever done. And like,
Wow.
I'm not blaming you. I'm saying like the suggestions, and I saw them come through, and I'm like, I don't know if he knows who Caillou is.
I mean, like,
I don't know who Caillou is. I
I'm
looked him
aware
up.
that there's a
I
thing
believe
in the
he
world.
is French Canadian.
There's a thing in the world called Caillou, and yeah, I was vaguely aware it's like a
A
children's
tiny
property.
bald Canadian.
It's like books and/or shows and/or
I think it started as books.
other stuff.
Watchmakering, hello.
I know that some people are very against Caillou.
Yeah,
But I don't
think
know
I
why.
heard, and this is from me like literally reading some Wikipedia articles last night.
Bex,
so I'm,
Bex says I unfortunately
Now
know who
I'm
Caillou
expert.
is. So like,
I
yes,
feel like the
some people-
complaint, one of the complaints is that he has kind of like bratty behavior, and it's never really addressed or like curtailed. I don't want to say punished, because like of course you don't want to like show punishment in like a kid's.
Ooh, no, I'm interested in this show. Kid acts bad, gets punished, regrets his choices, and never does them again.
Our taste has changed
Yes.
as our role
And see,
in this world.
and that's nice because
has
then I don't
evolved.
have to punish our son. I just have to be. See, this draconian system is what might be in place.
There you go. So we didn't know Caillou. And then what was the other thing? It was
Anna used to love Caillou. Okay.
I'm so glad that it brought you joy at that time
I mean,
in your
it's
life.
been around long enough that there has to be some
Oh yeah.
thing
No, it-
that people like about it.
I think I think it was again one of those things that was like popular with kids and maybe like less popular with the parents.
Caillou was the dog man of his day.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen Caillou. I feel like I'm talking about this and I'm throwing him under the bus and I don't
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know.
The bottom line is we didn't get it because we don't
I
know.
Good vibes for you. Pa, 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 on your
Maddie
chin.
loves Caillou. Okay.
Nice. Oh, that's
Heavenly loved her.
sweet.
Maddie loves her. Wait, him, her.
Oh, McDougal, the boys grew out of their love of Blippi.
I feel like
Congratulations.
from the outside, people talk about Caillou just a notch less animosity than Blippy.
Yeah.
Like
Blippi is definitely
obviously
more universally.
But then Caillou is the one that kind of right under that I hear get thrown under the bus. And because of that, I never really, in the huge world of all the things that there are to watch, I never really engaged with Caillou.
Well, and Caillou was like way before we were parents too. Like Blippi is still current, and we are parents.
Caillou is
so
still
we see
going.
It.
I think they still put out new.
I don't know. Animated
properties
says
here and
PBS is what you watch. Yeah, it was on PBS. 8 years old, so Caillou was one of the shows you would watch for sure. Oh, and Ms. Rachel. Yeah. Yeah, no, Darth Vader, we didn't even feel the earthquake.
Yeah, didn't even notice.
I didn't even feel it. I think we're far north enough.
But like Jen's said that she felt it,
Yeah,
right?
Jen felt it.
I don't know where she was at the time, but I know that she's usually in this region. So
Yeah.
I'm
not sure. I don't know if we just were. The ones I feel are usually the ones where I'm sitting during them. I feel like when I'm standing, I'm like, you probably notice, I'm constantly swaying and rocking and like shifting my weight. And so like if like an earthquake happens, do I just kind of like roll with it and like shift my weight?
But also like
But when I'm sitting, it feels like someone's shaking my chair.
Wouldn't.
Yeah, it's true. The camera.
And the camera's sensitive enough that if I'm like walking or moving aggressively behind it, it'll jiggle it a little bit.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about all your aggressive walking.
I have a habit of walking very aggressively. Some call it purposeful, others call it terrifying. It's how I walk. But
30 miles, that's pretty close.
You'd think if there was a giant earthquake that jiggled our area, that the camera would. You know?
I would think so, and I didn't notice that. You got shook 3 stories up in San Jose.
What?
Wait, was that the same? That can't have been the San Diego quake. Or the creaking rails and balconies when they're high-pitched noise. Wow. Okay, a decade ago. Got you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the higher up you are, the more you feel it, for sure. For sure.
Man, it's
we love Bluey so much.
It's so creepy how much tall buildings move. I do not like it. Did you ever see the documentary about I think the guy's name was Philippe Petit, the guy that crossed the tightrope between the World Trade Center towers? And one of the huge factors that he had to account for people that don't know, Philippe Petit was a absolutely bonkers Frenchman in the 1970s who had a guerrilla plan to he shot an arrow from one World Trade Center tower to the other, fixed a tightrope line, and tightrope walked, obviously without a net because that's just the streets of New York, across the 2 towers, and lived and laid down on the line and I think kind of jumped and did some tricks. But the scariest thing is it's not like it was a line that felt like jiggling. Did you feel anything? No? All right. See, now
we're hypersensitive to it.
Well, just the towers were so tall that the wind would just make them move.
The towers, yeah.
That is.
No.
And if you're in a city, if you're in a downtown area right now, anytime there's wind, all those buildings around you are just
shifting in the breeze. Ah. Don't like
just
that.
A little bit, but still, I don't like it.
I know. Sorry. Yeah, Richie. Same. Ooh, New Jersey earthquake. That's rare, right? Okay. So we are gonna do a speed balloon though. So pop that vote thing over here. Yes. All right, friends. Yesterday we asked what you would like us to make, and you all voted for this dinosaur cat. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. I would absolutely make this at a party. If someone asked me for a dinosaur cat, I'd be like, I got you.
Watchmakering, apparently, Watchmakering says, I have a book written by him. You mean Philippe Petit? Called Why Not? Knot. And it came with a bit of rope to
rope.
practice on.
Ah, I love that.
Apparently, he would give the person on the other end a whole manual on how to tie his knots, and they had never done it before, so he had to be very explicit on how to do it well.
They had never done it
insane
before.
Act of faith in your own ability to communicate.
Don't you practice on like a one-story building, and then say, "Look, now you can't say you haven't done it before."
That might not have been the World
Terrifying.
Trade Center one. That might just be like a thing that he did with his like tightrope walking in general.
Okay, people, what do you want me to make out of balloons?
He's a crazy person.
What should we make out of balloons? That is the question for the day. So I'm gonna make a speed balloon. It's like a 10-minute balloon. You know the drill. You know how it goes here. What shall we do? John Arbuckle with his Garfield tie. Is that your request? Does John Arbuckle have a Garfield?
I don't know of a specific image of that, Annie, but if you have one in mind, if you want to find that, otherwise we'll just
I'm gonna say with tie, but we'll all know it's a Garfield tie.
Do her own thing.
Okay, I love it. King Kong.
King Kong. Exactly, Bex. A lot of trust in your own ability to explain
Yeah,
things.
you're like, my life literally depends on this.
A big plate of cookies and donuts.
Ooh.
Hey, my Beast Balloon guy.
Of cookies and a donut.
I'm certain would like a daisy.
A daisy.
McDougal doesn't know his name, but we got to get a balloon of that tightrope walker in here. Philippe Petit, a.k.a. Little Phil.
I don't know if I'm spelling it properly. There's probably an E at the end of it.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Queen Kwong.
Queen Kwong.
Well, if there's
as
a
in
King Kong, then there has to be a Queen Kwong.
Kwong. Obviously. I can't believe I have to explain it to you.
How many we got there?
We got 7. Are we feeling good on this? Hi, Chris. You feeling good? I feel like we're feeling good. All right, starting the vote now. There it is, friends. Do you want to see? I'm gonna try and this here. Would you like to see? Just vote in chat by typing the number. So 1 to get John Arbuckle wearing his Garfield tie. Number 2, I will make King Kong out of balloons. Number 3, I will make a plate of cookies and donuts. Number 4, I'll make a daisy. Number 5, a Philippe Petit. Number 6, Frankenstein. Number 7, Queen Kwong. So that's how it is. Did Queen Kwong kidnap Ray Faye? You know she did. Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster watchmakering? Excellent clarifying question. We'll have to ask Heavenly Tinkers. My guess is it was a request for Frankenstein's monster. That would be my guess. In the common tongue, in the parlance of our society. It looks like King Kong is currently in the lead, but we don't have a lot of votes. So vote, people. Vote. Just type the number in chat. And if you vote for all the ones that you're like, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I know, it's that's a very, I don't know, you're so invested in it, right? You're like, that would be cool, I guess. And look, it doesn't really matter because, like, it's all, the balloon is the MacGuffin. The real treasure are the friends we make along the way. That's
the real treasure. The chest we buried.
Mila. Hey, Mila. Good to see you. Thank you for your voting, my friends. Okay, it's looking like King Kong is in the lead. Where does the 800-pound gorilla sit? Atop the polls, it turns out. All right. Let's do it. Let's make a King Kong. Mr. Sharp,
Yes, up.
Have you seen-
Image?
have you seen the original King Kong? I've actually
yes.
made King Kong before. Let me see if I can find it in the Discord.
Long ago, like as a
Same.
kid, and then I've seen like
I saw the remake of the was it Jack Black?
I never saw
and-
that one.
You never saw that one?
No, I know how it ends. Monkey falls off a building. Spoilers.
'Tis beauty. Let's see. King Kong. It was like, oh yeah, there we go. It was on the super olden days of
Stop motion.
no, of Balloon Request Live.
Oh,
When
you're
the-
talking
when
about the okay.
Yeah, when I
You made the first King Kong.
I made the first King Kong that I recall. So I'm gonna see if I can.
Do you want like a
Add up.
classic Kong image, or would
You
you want a contemporary Kong?
know, I feel like classic Kong is probably gonna be best for this.
I mean, that's my style, but also other people
See,
might be more.
Let's call it up. Yes, look at that. It's so cute, right? Hang on, I'm gonna shrink the window so it's not doesn't have so much margin. There we go, and then we'll stretch this source out. There it is. This was back in the early days of me live streaming balloon requests. I made a giant gorilla, a little tiny Fay Ray, and then Empire State Building.
Whatever happened to Fay Ray?
That
Her
delicate
delicate
satin
satin-draped
draped frame clung to the thigh. How I wanted to cry. It's very, very low note. I don't think I can hit that. 'Twas beauty killed the beast, Richie. You knew it. 660s. Ooh.
Okay, there's a Kong.
Let's see. Whoa, look at that.
It's not exactly the one I was.
No,
looking
I would
for.
like to. Let me see if I can find him on the building.
I was trying to find like just a pure image. On
Yeah.
the image search, there's the one. There's one from like the film spectrum where it's like him in the plane.
Yeah.
That's the one that I wanted, but I couldn't find just like a clean image of that. It's always buried in an article.
Yeah, I've got one. Like him at the very top with the plane in his hand. Or
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, whichever one you like, whatever inspires you. If there's one that is more whatever you had in your artist's mind.
okay, no, I like making him on the building because then it's like a scale thing. I love making balloons where
Mhm.
like we're playing with scale. But yeah.
Now, how long do you want for this one?
Ooh, good question. Well, I'm gonna try and say 10 minutes, right? That's gonna be my guiding fiction. But we'll see. We'll see.
Let's see. This is the original movie poster, or an original movie poster.
Let me see. Whoa. My goodness. Wow, do they really have biplanes up against it? That's so funny. Here, I'll see if I can. Let me see if I can show it. There we go. There's the King Kong poster. One of the original movie posters. And look, it's biplanes.
Yeah, really.
That's wild. I did not have that in my
The
head.
first one is like 1921 or something like that.
Like
I wanna
airplane,
say.
like manned flight has been around for how many years? At the point of this film, that's wild.
First King Kong is 1933.
1933. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool. King Kong. The scale is all off on this. Like, Fay Ray would nowhere near be that size. Like, she's tiny next to him.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to use this as my actual...
Yeah, and I'm still...
There's, like, a general, like, Google search of, like, King Kong on the building. We've got a few different positionings here. And in a lot of these, he's holding in his hand the remains of one of the attacking airplanes. So if I put, like, you know... some airplane wings in his hand, that will be helpful. And then this was like another like shot again though, that's not her size, like, because if these airplanes are
that's movie poster size.
It's it's tricky, and this one was all wrong too, you know, the exact sizing was obviously not exact, not to scale. But I feel like we can, you know, with this and with this, I feel like I can get something together here. Let me shrink this down so it's not taking up so much of the screen. And actually, we'll come here so I can see chat as well. It is artistic license, Vistano. That's exactly right. Okay, so 10 minutes are gonna go on the clock. 3 minutes. Gonna sneeze. Woo! Tell you, spring comes up, everything starts blooming.
In your nose.
In my nose. Okay, here we go. And a hydrate. You know what? I'll do the hydrate before we get started. Thank you, Justano. Justano knows, taking care of me. Here we go.
Welcome. Well.
Here we go. This one's for you, Justano. And also for me. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Imserd. Yeah, definitely hydrate along with if you're playing the at-home version of SharpBalloons. Okay. But for real though. 10 minutes on the clock and go. Okay. There we go. It is going.
Very best fit 4 women in King Kong's fist at the Empire State Building Museum in New York.
Okay. I'm going to say King Kong is mostly like black. He's got black fur.
And he made it an ant was in your sugar?
No!
Oh, buddy. Hopefully you got the sentry who was going to run back to the hive and be like, "You guys! I found the mother
load of sugar!
It's just a huge pile. It's just straight sugar.
You're gonna love it." Down a bit. Okay. So we've got. Okay,
it's pretty funny that the Empire State Building would have a display celebrating King Kong.
Right? This fictional character who climbed it and terrorized its residents.
Liz in the OC.
Hey, Liz!
It's like, I don't know if there's like more famous depictions of the Empire State Building out there, but like, that's definitely one of them, and so you gotta celebrate what put you in the popular imagination, I guess.
Yeah, it's part of the legend.
And you threw out the ant and you kept the sugar. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
This kind of loves that this box is labeled Christmas tree because it seems like a to be assembled via balloon.
Exactly. How do you make your Christmas trees?
I don't recall the last time this housed a Christmas tree.
Right?
Because this isn't the
that's
box
so
for the tree
small,
that we have now.
No, although it might be like ornaments for the Christmas tree. It's definitely too small for
It could be.
a tree.
And yeah, we've just rehomed all of those various things, and now it's just a tote.
But I
Name's
do like that
Christmas
it
tree.
says Christmas tree.
My name is Christmas Tree. That's not my contents, okay? All right? Just because I have a sign on me that says Christmas Tree doesn't mean it's all it can hold. I contain multitudes.
Of balloons.
If you put multitudes in it.
Okay. Little arm here.
Bex actually found the picture.
Yeah.
It looks like they only fit 3 women, and one kind of stood off to the side. Bex, I
okay.
appreciate.
Thank you for your honesty.
Hello,
Thank you for your
diligence.
honesty. Hey, we just got a raid. What's up? Okay, let me pause.
Welcome.
I'm pausing my timer. Okay, good. It's paused. Hello.
Assassins from the
Well, how the heck?
shadows.
Assassins? What?
A stabby raid. Uh-oh.
No! Ah, these are balloons.
Can you stab balloons? Yes.
I mean, you can.
They will pop. That would be
Probably.
the result of the stab.
Hello, welcome, stabbers. How the heck are you? It's so nice to meet you. Stabby Raid. Hi, Jantha. Hello. How was your stream? From the shadows.
Stabby raid. Very fun. A little terrifying.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
fun.
Whoa, boy.
Stab, stab.
Does it make
Wait.
you consider all the places someone might hide in the blue studio? Liz! Gifted a tier 1 sub. Let's go. Liz is the best. You good, Corey Towns? Glad to hear it.
You were stabbing many things in the shadows. Okay.
Many things. Look,
You
I
need
have.
to take a creed to be an assassin.
Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Sharp. Do you know where the striker is? We have a balloon stabber here.
I would imagine it is on the blue rolly cart.
Oh, the rolly cart. Yeah, I hear
Oh,
you.
the
I heard you
rolly
y'all like stabbing. Is that a thing you like? Hey, welcome. If you're like,
I heard you like stabbing.
well,
Is that a thing you like?
that's literally what they came in saying.
Yeah.
Although I don't see it in here, Mr. Sharp. Sorry, no striker.
No
in there.
strikers?
No striker in there.
Oh,
I
I guess you
know.
call that a strike one?
I struck out. Okay. Hi! Are you like wondering where the heck you are? Fair question. My name is Shana. I'm a balloon artist. I can make literally anything out of balloons. Jantha, thank you so much for bringing people over here. I even though they're stabby, what are your 2 favorite colors, Jantha? I'm gonna make a balloon for you right now because. Oh, thank you, Bex. I appreciate that. You put the picture in Discord. I love it. Hey, K-pop fan mom, 32 months. I think you're going to stick around. I love it. This is a slideshow of balloons we've made in the past. It is the tiniest selection. Oh, here's how we get stabby. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. You're fantastic. This is a magnetically held together handle, and when you open it up, wow. Death balloon. It really works quite well. I mean, I know that's not going to come as a surprise to anyone. I don't think I have anything. Oh, here.
It really works quite well. It's sophisticated technology called bunch of needles go into balloon.
I mean, it really is, though. You like it, Jantha? Purple and aqua, I got you. No, I could make anything out of Jantha. Oh, no. Is that what I said? Oh, this one's kind of an older balloon.
I was about
older
to say
balloons
this
are
is
softer.
actually, and you're about to stab yourself. Oh my goodness!
I would never stab my.
You
Ow!
100% would. You
Ow!
absolutely.
I know it made it look like this isn't very sharp. It's actually quite sharp, but the balloons are just old. And when the balloons are old,
The striker is most useful when you have like a huge
a wall of round
wall of
balloons.
balloons, a giant pile of balloons, and you can just go in.
And it just melts them. It's very, very cathartic. Aqua and yeah, and you will definitely bring out Iggy to meet you. Purple and aqua, I love it. Let's go. Purple and aqua.
What a good stress reliever. Honestly, my least favorite thing about the striker is how few opportunities we have to really just let loose with
That's
it.
a really good point, Mr. Sharp. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, hi, my name is Shana, balloon artist, blah, blah, blah. The other voice you're hearing in the studio, that's my husband. Mr. Sharp is on mic. He's off camera because he's still a little bit
Now you know what to
shy.
bring to a balloon fight.
Exactly.
I don't know. What about just children?
Yeah.
Those little monsters, little trick.
Although, have you seen that video of that dog that just like pops balloons by biting them?
No.
Bring that sucker. You're like, dang, okay, you win. You win. I give up. This balloon is for Jantha.
Oh,
Jantha.
K-pop, that's exactly right. It was very effective for dispatching the 1,000th balloon wall that you made.
Yes, now that was quite a melting of the balloons. Hang on. What did we get? Oh, Liz gifted a 2-1 sub to Justano. Oh my gosh. You're the greatest.
Elizabeth Orange.
How's that for a consolation prize, Justano? It is very, it's quite,
nice, yes, foodie.
quite Eastery.
What is its name?
This is Batalix Robin's Egg Blue, which is different than what Qualitex's Robin's Egg Blue. Qualitex's Robin's Egg Blue was less
darker.
less aqua.
Yeah.
It had less green in it, but it's still a lovely color. And this is Sempertech's purple violet or one of those. Also a lovely color. Let's say deluxe violet or something. They like to throw the modifier deluxe on a lot of their colors, and I haven't figured out the exact naming convention yet.
Right. My guess is that means that it's probably something that they think is significant because it's something in like their dipping or dyeing process, where it's
Right.
like they do a second round of color.
Right, or there's
or
it's
something
probably
like that.
something to the formulation of
Yeah.
the latex.
Right, where it's like this way we do it with an extra thing,
Yeah.
so it's super special, but really.
Exactly.
But I would just like.
Meanwhile, we're just like, it's a different color. You get it, Mr. Sharp. All right, this is the balloon I made for you, Jantha. Okay. We're gonna do this now, though. I'm gonna write Jantha on the lightsaber here. Thank you so much for this raid, Jantha friends. I know I'm not an assassin from the shadows, but sometimes you just need a little palate cleanser after all of that lovely digital violence. And we are a very much a hands-on, human-made art stream that tries to make a husband and wife who try and make each other laugh, and a chat who tries to make us laugh as well. Jantha, I've got you written on the raid lightsaber. I know what you're thinking, okay? You're thinking, lady! It doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right. It doesn't really look like a lightsaber, but it does sound like one.
Picture is the Assassin's Creed assassin.
Yeah! This is not an effective weapon if you're an assassin.
Yeah, the whole
They
palace
hear
just
you
woke
coming.
up.
Yeah.
The whole palace guard right after you.
Whoa! Which way did she go? Follow the cacophony.
It does sound cooler than your stabby, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
It
Definitely.
sounds pretty cool.
The thing about a knife is that it doesn't make a lot of noise.
Yes.
In theory. Although movies will have you believe that a knife on its own, not moving, sounds like this.
Yeah. Exactly. Whoa! I told you to bring a silencer for your knife, bro. No. Whoa!
I sharpened it accidentally.
Whoa.
It's so sharp. The light glinted
You
off it.
trying
and
to
it went,
wake up the whole neighborhood with that Jeez, man. Anyway, it's so nice to have you here. We were in the middle of taking a request, and the request was for King Kong. Oh, my camera got a little moved out of the way. That's fine. It's not a precise placement anyway. But this is how far we've gotten. And we have 10 minutes to work on it. Only about 3 minutes has elapsed, although that's like a lot of time if you're thinking that's what I made. So anyway, let's see what we can do. Back to the balloon, my friends. Back to the balloon.
Back to
Okay, there we go.
Back to serenity.
If I do this.
Chicken cheesesteaks are bomb? What are we talking about here?
What's that?
Well, I saw there was some talk of chicken parm, but I didn't see what exactly we were talking about. But now it's morphed into chicken cheesesteaks.
Oh, I am not following along at all.
I don't think I've had a chicken cheesesteak.
I don't think
I like cheesecakes, or cheesecakes too.
Cakes?
I
love cheesecake.
Cheesecakes and cheesesteaks, perfect date night.
You know what? I should not have made the hands gray because I'm probably gonna make the building gray. I'll make the hands chocolate brown instead.
Miami Beach Balloon Guy taught the kids how to do a tulip and marriage twist.
Very
They loved
cool. I love teaching kids to do like more advanced techniques.
it. Have any of you ever had a Basque cheesecake?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What is that?
It's like kind of they're like thicker and like burnt a little bit on top. I really want. I found like a recipe for making one. I really want to try it out because it's actually like supposed to be a little easier to make than a standard cheesecake. But Liz, what is your experience?
Yeah,
is this
why do
something
you
that
bring
you're?
it up? Have you recently experienced?
Because I found a place near me that like sells one, and
Where's that?
What's it?
I mean, it looks like something you'd get at Creme Caramel
When I say near me, I don't mean that near me, but
in the Los
Valerie.
Angeles region.
You remember?
Oh, Valerie.
So there's a place that made this
Yes.
incredible chocolate bar that we had
Very
for
tasty
the fancy
chocolate.
stream, and they're local. So since that fancy stream, whenever I'm in the neighborhood and I feel like I deserve something, which oftentimes means it's just impulse control issue, but I will swing by and pick up a little snack, a little something sweet. Where my scissors are.
Italian cheesecake is sometimes made with ricotta, or is made with ricotta and sometimes candied lemon rind. That sounds good.
Yeah, that does sound delicious. Need another this.
Look, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'll have a regular cheesecake, an Italian cheesecake, or a Basque cheesecake.
Wow.
I know.
You're so selfless.
I'm an
mister.
adventurer. I fear no cheesecake. That's
Okay.
not true. I probably do fear some cheesecake.
Well, I
but
fear
not,
some.
not these three. You could come up with a cheesecake that I would fear, I'm sure.
It's possible, I guess.
Cheesecake that was left out for a week. That one I would fear.
Rightly so.
Liz, this isn't weird. The other day you were thinking about the bakery where we got an ube cake for young Sharp's birthday. Maybe
Yeah.
it had red in it. Was it Red Robin?
Roof? I want not Red Roof because that's Red Roof in red.
I think it was Red Robin because it was like the burger place, but not the burger place.
It's a Filipino
Do you remember where it was?
bakery. Yeah, if you just look for like Filipino bakery red, I bet it'll come up. You are literally the same. Where I'm like, I remember that it was red something.
Red Ribbon.
Ribbon. Thank you.
Yeah, no wonder I thought of Red Robin. But it wouldn't be Red Robin. That's already a thing. It's Red Ribbon.
Red ribbon. Perfect.
Red Ribbon.
Here's my little King Kong body. I'm gonna do another. This arm is gonna be bent this way. Bending.
Looks like
do a
they're on
little
like
shock twist.
Vermont. Maybe, no, there's one in Panorama City.
Yeah.
Is that where you went?
That's where I went. Yeah. Okay, it's so 2 minutes remaining. He doesn't have a head or let alone a biplane in his clenched fist, so I don't know what the heck I'm thinking about doing here. Here.
Let's see, there's the link to the one that we went to. Oh, Liz, you have one in Irvine. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, no, I imagine there are
That'll be
multiple
easier for you to
locations.
get to than Panorama City.
Yeah.
A beautiful name for, well, it's a place.
It certainly is a location.
It is a location. Yeah, Liz, we got those cakes, but I imagine that there is like a whole just world of things to
Yeah,
taste
they
there,
have a, I would say like a limited but like well curated menu. And yeah, no, it
ube
was,
flan.
Gotta
Ube cake
love
on the
that.
bottom with flan on top.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's speaking Shana's name.
This is all of the good things.
You've had ube Japanese cheesecake before.
Ooh, the Japanese cheesecake.
What's Japanese cheesecake?
Like the super fluffy kind, like that's like springy and springy.
So what is regular cheesecake? Is that French or?
There is no such thing.
There's no such thing as regular cheesecake?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Like what we think of as like a standard
factory
cheesecake. Like if you go to a restaurant and they have two desserts and it's like cheesecake or like chocolate something. That cheesecake that comes out.
Right.
Regular cheesecake is New York style.
Mm.
Yeah, both Clipper. Hello, Clipper.
Hello, Clipper.
Yeah, both Clipper and Bex think it's New York style.
Sounds about right.
Now, Miami Beach is saying that Greeks invented it.
Well, I mean, they invented a lot of things.
McDougal's thinking about making a cheesecake. He's got to try
Okay.
this Japanese recipe. I mean, McDougal, I don't know if you even want to
I
listen
really
to this
want to
conversation.
try this Japanese cheesecake.
We're just filling your head with like
oh no!
too many ideas now.
Time has elapsed.
Cakes.
I have failed the speed portion of this, but I've been inspired. So I'm just trying to actually make this.
Now, Annie asks, has anyone had matcha Kit Kats?
I have, yeah.
K-pop didn't like it.
Really?
I like the matcha
I
Kit
like
Kats.
all of the Kit Kat flavors I've tried, but I am basic.
It is a little more bitter. K-pop, you're certainly correct about that. But it's that matcha bitterness that I kind of enjoy for whatever weird reason. I think it's that I've just had so many regular Kit Kats over the course of my life that the weirdness of the matcha
like
Kit Kat is
refreshing.
more pleasure. Yeah, more refreshing.
Go, there we go. Want that. All right. So if we do this little guy and then he's on.
Oh, Liz, milk tea Kit Kats.
Ooh, that sounds
does
yummy.
sound good. I haven't had them, but it does sound a tasty treat. So Bex is saying that there have been many different forms of cheesecake over the years. One most people think of as cheesecake originated and was popularized in NYC. But I'm curious. Maybe you said the Greeks invented it. That's certainly a thing that would be possible in my mind.
Yeah, right?
And this is another very stupid question.
Oh, we love
How much
stupid
cheese is in cheesecake? Is it 0? I feel like the answer is 0.
Well,
I feel
so
like
it's like
some
cream
dairy.
cheese. So like
Cream
what do
cheese.
you
Okay.
what is cream cheese and
Okay.
why is cream cheese cheese?
That's another good question. What is cream
We're
cheese?
going to really get to the bottom of
And
these
why
hot
is
button
cream
issues
cheese
here
cheese?
today on stream.
And so I guess like if you're using ricotta, then that would still be
Yeah,
a cream
definitely.
cheese, right? Going to our good friend Wikipedia.
Yes.
An ancient form of cheesecake may have been a popular dish in ancient Greece, even prior to Romans' adoption of the conquest of Greece. Earliest mention is by the Greek physician Aegimus, 5th century BCE, wrote a book on the art of making cheesecakes. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, exactly, Clipper. We're getting to the bottom of this whole cheesecake
Earliest
situation.
recipes are found in Cato the Elder's The Agricultura.
Oh, the Agricultura? My goodness.
Includes recipes for 3 cakes for religious uses, libum, civilium, and placenta. Not that placenta.
Yum.
Of the three, placenta cake is the most like modern cheesecake, having a crust that is separately prepared and baked. A more modern version called a sambocade or a sambocade, something Sambocade. I'm not sure what language that's from. With elderflower and rosewater is found in form of curry, an English cookbook from 1390. Man. National varieties. One popular variant of cheesecake is South African cheesecake made with whipped cream, cream cheese, gelatin for the filling, and buttered digestive biscuit crust. Asia, there's the Japanese cheesecake or souffle style
Come
or cotton
on,
cheesecake.
you're gonna be making
as
me
it's
so
known.
hungry.
Most prominent version of cheesecake in the Philippines is ube cheesecake.
Oh, pronounced placenta. Thank
Well,
you. Good to know.
if that makes it more appetizing for you. Yeah, then there's the Basque cheesecake. Crostata di ricotta. No, ricotta. Crostata di ricotta
Love
is
it.
the Italian. That's fun. Swiss.
Say
Cernic.
Swiss cheesecake?
Swiss cheesecake.
I would totally eat Swiss cheesecake. Yeah, you did, K-pop. I saw that. It was like a response to, I want to say, Oakenby. That's so wild. Like, I saw that. I'm like, interesting. And then I thought I'd never hear that again. And then here we are.
You know how you can tell it's Swiss cheesecake?
Ow.
It's neutral flavor. You thought I was going to say holes.
I thought you were
know.
gonna say holes.
Yeah. A to C.
It's hard to make sure it's standing up straight.
Russiker Zupfkuchen
Yeah, that is my favorite kind.
is a German cake called Russian cake.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, so Russiker Zupfkuchen. Russiker is Russian.
Gotcha.
Zupfkuchen. Kuchen is like cake or kitchen, right? Like baking.
Sure.
So it's a German type of cake called a Russian cake.
Gotcha.
We also have a Chicago-style cheesecake. It's a cheesecake with a mustache. And the New York-style or Jewish-style cheesecake, as it is also known. Made famous in establishments such as Reuben's Restaurant
Oh,
and
man.
Lindy's Kosher Deli.
Juniors. I have had cheesecake from Juniors in Times Square a few times. Like I think they have another location, but there were a few times that I got to go into the city, see a Broadway show, and eat Junior's cheesecake. It's like a part of the ritual. So good. It had like a cake layer on the bottom. Yeah. Like a really thin. Oh man, so good.
As a kid, I never liked cheesecake. I thought it was very
Really?
I think it was too rich for me. I would have like one bite and it would just be overwhelming. And it took me a while to get desensitized to it.
Yes, that's how we
for my palate to
how
be
we
destroyed enough
keep
that I
out
could handle
those
cheesecake.
who aren't deserving.
Did someone say Reuben's? No, I want a sandwich. Honestly, K-pop,
It's been a
if I
very
had a
like
guess,
hunger-inducing strain.
I would imagine that the Reuben's sandwich probably came from that same place. Because if we're talking classic New York kosher deli named Reuben, who was operating at a time when we were like still codifying cheesecake in America, that sounds like the kind of time and
Sounds
place that a
like
Reuben
it.
sandwich would be coming from. This is a complete
guess.
guess based on nothing that I've read, but
Total
all
conjecture.
all brain made 'em ups.
Like
Fun
they
thing
say.
about neurons is you can get them to connect whether or not there's like something outside
Yeah, it doesn't
getting them
have
to
to
connect.
be.
I connect them myself. Beck's dad told her that he and his friends called themselves the Celestial Cheesecake Society. And Bex, I'm very curious now about the nature of this order.
Yes.
Was it in fact cheesecake based, or is that merely a whimsical name? You know, because like that sounds kind of like comedy from the day, presumably that your dad would be doing things like this seems like a college friends kind of group of buddies, and maybe it doesn't actually involve cheesecake.
I did better involve cheesecake.
Maybe it started over cheesecake. Or, you know what? Maybe it's like a more modern, like an internet friends group. You know, like a group of buddies, like a text chain where it's like a group of buddies that all like a cheesecake.
Sounds like an order that the Golden Girls belong to.
A text chain where like somebody's like out at a restaurant and they get the cheesecake one time and it's so good. They're like, Bros, have you been to Madeline's on 5th? That is the Cheesecake Bros. You like take a picture and you send it to the text chain, and then everyone like sends fire emojis.
Yeah. And then like the political editor for the Atlantic is like, how did
Why am I in this chat?
Why I don't
Stop adding me.
I don't even care for cheesecake.
I wonder how many people have added him as a joke.
Oh man. You gotta change your number.
Just you're on Signal, you find him, just add him to your group.
They would cheesecake at a diner and watch the cream swirl in their coffee. Aww. I love that.
Wow. Is the version that Bex was told as a child. Interesting. So what you're saying is watching the cream swirl in their coffee is a euphemism for some other. Who knows? Who knows?
Contemplated the reality.
Probably just dudes hanging out.
Being guys.
Beats sitting alone in your lifted pickup truck on your phone. You know?
There you go.
The reason for the fascination with the cream swirling was later revealed. You know, Bex,
Gotcha.
That thought crossed my mind, and I was like, well, this is a wholesome place. I won't raise that conjecture, but thank you for confirming it. And I think IYKYK.
IYKYK. Well, I'm glad he has good friends. Extra piece of balloon, but that's all I need actually is to connect. I'm almost done editing the Stitch video that we filmed the other week. Remember that? It's been a minute, but I've finally reaching the end of that project.
Stitch soon.
I'm excited.
Stitch in time.
Little situation.
When does the movie come out?
Oh, excellent question. When does the live action Lilo and Stitch come out, friends? Who knows
I think
that?
it's pretty soon. Maybe May, something like that. Pretty soon. Oh, and I know we were talking euphemistically there, but the reason, of course, that they were fascinated with the cream swirling in the coffee,
obviously,
was because "You're So Vain" was actually written about them.
So vain.
Carly Simon wrote that song about
I bet you
the very
think
Bex's
this
dad.
song is about you. You're so vain.
Clouds in my coffee.
Clouds in my coffee. Clouds in my coffee. Exactly. Exactly. Didn't she like sell The Secret? Say Carly Simon like sold the answer to who the song was about to someone, with like the caveat that they don't.
They wait until
tell
like
or something.
Dead.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the situation was. So forgive me if I'm misremembering. RC. Ah! Oh Lex. That makes me so happy. I think that's sweet. Because, like, yes, okay, there are reasons why that might be fascinating. But also in real life, it's nice to, like, take a moment out of your busy human existence and just appreciate the wonder of being alive in this moment in time.
So Carly Simon has confirmed that the second verse is about Warren Beatty.
And what?
However,
Yes.
it is largely believed that the other verses are about other people.
Oh, there's a few vain folks out there in the world.
I know it's hard to believe that amongst the wealthy and the famous, there is more than one vain person. But I think, which in a way makes me like the song a little bit more. Even it's like you're talking about the idea of vain people as opposed to like just one vain.
Yeah,
dude.
one vain person. It's all vain people.
But yeah, Beatty is the second verse guy, and it is speculated that the others could include Mick Jagger, David Bowie, James Taylor, David Geffen, and Cat Stevens, which just seems like kind of like lazy speculation.
Right?
Here's a bunch of people that were around.
Yeah. They were alive and famous at the time.
Horsey.
Come on, Larissa. There we go. That's the ticket. Only when she feels like it.
Bex, it did give you a genuine fascination for watching the cream swirl in the
Yeah,
coffee.
isn't that
It's very
sweet?
satisfying.
I love that.
I do enjoy that.
Like, as a kid, you're like, wow, what is this?
Because, like, if you take one of the little creamer cups and you dump it in, the first thing that happens is it just disappears. It's just gone, and there's nothing in there. And then it, like, swirls up, becomes part of the larger fabric. You know, unless you choose to, like, drizzle it in or use a different technique. Float it using a upside-down spoon. Bartender trick. So if you know, floating something on top bartender style?
No. You can float something on top bartender style? Hey, touch of improv.
Hydrate. Good
I
idea.
will do that. Let me just finish tying this off.
So have you ever seen a cocktail or a shot?
Not
Yes.
once. I'm a
Yes,
good
we
girl.
know. A cocktail or a shot where it has layers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
where
Like
it's
a
a
little
specific-
parfait situation.
Right, exactly. You know, like sometimes you'll make it looking like a flag, or you'll make it looking like it has a satisfying strata. A lot of the time, what a bartender will do is use a spoon flipped upside down, so that the liquid spreads out.
Right.
Because if it's all coming in the one harsh column of pouring, then of course it's gonna like plunge into the liquid and go to the bottom and they'll blend. But if you spread it out and diffuse it on the top,
He's got a bald spot in the back of his head. I gave him an extra bubble. I didn't mean to. What? I'm sensitive about it.
when an ape reaches a certain age, these things happen.
Natural.
I have a lot of testosterone.
He does.
Probably does.
Definitely does. He's literal King Kong. And now I got to make a little biplane wings. Keep talking, Mr. Sharp. Keep talking.
But yeah, so you flip the spoon upside down, it diffuses the liquid, and so presuming that it's not too much denser than the liquid below it, then it'll stratify, and you have a nice.
I think it has to be less dense, right?
Yes, but
it helps.
depending on the
spread.
density, sometimes you can get things that are fairly similar to at least rest for a minute because you're diffusing it, so it's not pushing down too much. But then if it's too much denser, then even a technique like that will not help you.
Even a masterful technique like the upside down spoon method will fail you. Mr. Sharp,
Yes.
this is a good idea.
Speaking of bars, remember for your birthday, you're going to take us to the Tiki Bar, but it was closed.
Yep,
We should go again for funsies.
that's a good idea.
Not for any reason, but just for
Just
funsies.
for funsies.
S's and
I would
G's.
like that. I think it'll be fun.
Hex and giggles.
X and gigs, as everyone says. Well, yeah, my birthday, again, is not until July, but we needn't wait.
I mean, it's actually not that.
It's not that far. I know it's going to be...
Shockingly so.
Yeah. But...
Mine's just in a month.
And we could do it for Mr. Sharp's birthday.
Yeah, or just for funs.
Just for fun.
Oh, we get a sub goal along with movie night. Now, that's actually a pretty decent idea there.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, Orange County. I see why you make the big bucks.
It's true.
Sub Clever, your birthday is Friday.
Oh, happy birthday coming up, Sub Clever. Also, remember the stream that's closest to your birthday that you find yourself in. Remind me, and I'll make you a speed balloon dog for your birthday.
Yeah,
'Cause
Clipper,
that's what we do.
Clipper, that's a good question. What is the last thing you did just for funsies? Not for celebrating an event.
Last thing.
Not for a work thing. Not for, any ulterior motive. Purely for funsies.
I mean, like, can we say doing improv on Friday was just for funsies? Or was that more like, like a social thing? Because we certainly don't get paid for that.
That was largely for funsies, I would say. Because I don't tend to do a lot of, just going out just for fun. The way that I have fun usually is
performing.
Like comedy stuff. And so setting up like a comedy thing, that one was a little bit more indulgent, the improv show on Friday.
Right, because it was our friend.
Yeah, I brought a bunch of my friends up from Los Angeles to go perform in Ventura with the company that we would perform with up there. And so that was me just wanting to, I'm sure people can identify with the feeling of I have two groups of friends. I just want them all to hang out.
Yeah.
What if we had one night where all my friends could be there?
Look at this awesome crunched up airplane wing. It's so perfect.
Okay, this is actually Sub Clever's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
She's just using the profile.
Just on the profile.
Nobody
right
get it
now.
twisted, all right?
Gotcha. Okay, Sub Clever.
Sub Clever GF.
Yeah. I guess that makes you super clever.
I mean, I don't mean to call you Sub Clever GF. I don't mean to say you're a Sub Clever girlfriend because that seems insulting. Sub Clever chose their name for themselves.
Yeah.
And you've chosen to use their profile for yourself. So maybe you have also a self-deprecating sense of humor.
Clipper's drawing a blank on the last thing you did just for funsies. Aw.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just for funsies.
Oh, Miami Beach went to a
baseball
Marlins game.
That's
good.
Cool. Yeah. Nice. Oh, nice. Every day you got paid, you go walk to the ice cream store. I love that, Annie. That's like a nice little ritual to treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Yeah. That's nice. Clever with the subwoofers. Subwoofers. All right, if you're not sub-clever, tell us something sub-clever wouldn't know.
There you go.
It's something only sub-clever wouldn't know.
That's very funny.
That's really
I love that so much, Bex.
God.
And it's time to stretch. I don't even know what to say.
I want to write a
my
movie.
hydrate either.
I want to write a movie to occasion that line.
Right?
That's so funny.
That's very good, Bex.
Dan Lewis will be attempting stand-up tonight without the aid of muscle relaxers.
Ooh.
95% new material.
Nice.
The 5% is an old joke that you added some lines to. That's fun.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I think that there's a place to, if you have changed something old, it's something new now.
Yeah.
I'm going to hydrate because I don't remember if I did Touch of Improv's hydrate.
Yeah, I really like in stand-up that feeling of you had this old joke and it was okay, or, it was fine, and you kind of stopped doing it because it never, went anywhere, and then you figure out a second thing, or thing that you can tie that into, or like
Right.
an angle that you
Something
can put
that
on
transitions
And
to
it's
another
like,
thing. And you're like, yeah.
Yes.
Now we can do it.
Yes. Now it works.
How you like me now?
And then the next step is Saturday Night Live.
That's right. Everybody knows.
Well, have a good time, Daniel. Enjoy your
Yeah, you're gonna do
japes,
great.
your jokes, your jests. Sub clever. He doesn't even know how much Fortnite I play on his computer.
Sub Clever doesn't know. There you go. That's something only Sub Clever doesn't know. We all now know it.
That's true. Whoa.
Yeah, so next time we see Sub Clever in the chat, we'll be like, we know something you don't know. And Sub Clever will be like super self-conscious about it, as they should be. No, we won't do that.
We won't blow up your spot.
You wouldn't do that to you. Airplane wings.
Clever friend? Girl clever?
Ooh.
Clever friend.
Clever friend is good. I think Clever friend is good. Bunched up that. I'm gonna draw on. Let's see, real quick. The
Oh, clever friend reminded me. I heard a significant clever.
I
That's
like
pretty
that
good.
significant clever. He is smiling right next
now
to
he
you.
knows.
Oh no! So clever. We weren't gonna lie to you.
That reminded me. Have you heard of the public universal friend?
No.
Historical figure.
No.
I read a short thing about the public universal friend a while ago. So there is this person in the 1700s, like late 1700s, who had this horrible illness, and they were a person that identified as male.
Okay.
They have this horrible illness. They come through it, and they rejected their old name, and they rejected the concept of friendship or of gender, and they renamed themselves the Public Universal Friend.
Okay.
And they became a preacher, I guess you would say. And it was this like incredibly progressive doctrine for the time, you know, where it was like they stressed free will and they opposed slavery, and they were obviously like, you know, pretty progressive about the idea of gender. And they had like a tiny little church, you know, run by the Public Universal Friend. And they seemed like mostly a fairly like gentle and genial kind of being in the world.
Aw.
Yeah. Just kind of a curious little.
I love that. I had never heard of that.
Yeah, I hadn't either. I think it was just like an Instagram story or something. You know, one of those like weird little like, you know, like a sponsored Facebook post, one of those crazy things, because I know I like weird history, and so like, hey, you want to hear the story about the Universal Public Friend?
And you're like, well, I do.
yeah, yes,
Not wrong.
yes, algorithm, I do. You're correct, algorithm. Okay, now now the Sub Clever account says hello, so I'm presuming that that's the real Sub Clever now.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Checking in to say hello.
Sure it is.
And not this imposter. Significant Clever.
Well, I know it's definitely
Significant Clever.
significant. Clever.
You
Very
should
funny.
make your own Twitch account now with
For sure. You have
the
to
username
now.
Significant Clever.
Yes.
Not because I'm like trying to give you a hard time about using someone else's account, but because you have a good username.
Yeah, that's
Also, Dan Lewis would like us to do some squats.
I saw. I'm just finishing up this.
Dan wants to know your thoughts on the squats. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Universal Public Friend would also be a pretty great
It's a great
Twitch
name.
handle.
Okay.
Okay.
I finished up drawing.
And 10 minutes ends now.
Now. Well, look at that. Look at his little face. And he's grabbing the airplane wing.
I do like the airplane.
And he's on the Empire State Building. Come on, this is pretty good.
Face, very tough.
Thank you. Look how tough
Very
it. Look how
angry.
tough his little face is. Kingest of Kongs.
Oh, yeah, the
Okay.
kingest of all Kongs.
Let's do some
Or is
squats,
he the
King Kong. Here we
kongest
go.
of all kings? I don't
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold that 10th one. He would look super great if we made like an entire like New York City skyline around him. But I don't have that many balloons or that kind of time. This was cool though. King Kong, what a great request. I'm glad I was able to revisit this one because after I made that first one, I had the thought where I'm like, I should have made, contrary to my first thought, I should have made King Kong smaller so that he looked bigger next to the building. You know, it's like
this feels about right to me.
this feels about the right scale.
Yeah.
You know, is it perfect?
Which is all that matters.
Is
right?
it
It's gotta
perfect?
feel right.
Obviously, everything I do is perfect.
Sophie.
Hey, oh, a hydrate. Thank
Round
you,
for the
K-pop.
house. Round for the house.
Yes, everybody. K-pop just bought everyone a round of water, so drink up, drink up. Thank you, Richie. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I guess that one bubble on the back of his head is, look, it's middle age.
Look,
What
King
can you
Kong
do?
Came out in 1933.
Yeah, give him a
Okay?
break.
He looks pretty good for being 92, at least. Because we don't know how old he was in the movie. Presumably, he's at least, I presume like adolescent. Given some of his behavior.
Definitely acts like an adolescent.
Kong.
Kong! I love this. That was fun. Fun times. All right, friends.
Richie says it's fine. Bald is cool.
I have the stream. Oh, yay. Oh, you hate the stream so much. You love it. Yep, Sylphine, that sounds like it's about us. That's about us. Bald is cool. Heck yeah.
He became king much too young.
You know, I mean, it's hard. Like, when all of that responsibility just falls in your
Yes.
lap at a young age.
He became king much too mighty Joe young. It is a tragedy.
Yes, your comedy is
Wow.
tragedy. Your comedy
Look at
is
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's bald and cool.
tragedy.
Case closed.
And there have been no other instances of bald.
Oh, it's not that there aren't any
Persons.
other instances. It's just that when you have that one example, you don't
Sure,
need any
You're
more.
like, come on.
Yeah, you
Sure.
got Jason Statham as a backup in your
Sure,
pocket. You don't
sure,
even have to pull that
sure.
out.
Dwayne Johnson. You don't need that.
Wait, you might be on Making the Case.
Uh-oh.
Vin Diesel.
All right,
They cancel each other
friends.
out because neither of them can lose a fight.
I think we've got time for another speed balloon. So what's the speed balloon options? Give me your options. What are some suggestions? We did the Dino Kitty yesterday. We did King Kong just now. I mean... Oh, I lost a camera. Oh. No. It's not. It's the vote. I have votes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The camera's still good.
You switched it off the
I
camera.
switched it off
That
the
makes
camera.
more sense. Okay,
See?
who or what would you like Shana to make a balloon of Princess
Bubblegum from Adventure
You
Time.
will grow to love her as I love her. Princess Bubblegum. Orange Kitty.
Orange Kitty. Enter. Okay.
Enter the Orange Kitty.
JV is clever sometimes too. I love it. Okay, JV, you are significant clever for sure.
Girl on a motorcycle.
Girl on a motorcycle.
The Eye of Sauron.
The Eye of Sauron.
A dreamsicle.
Ooh.
Creamsicle dreamsicle.
A dreamsicle.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he's blue because he's too cold.
Gotcha.
Cold Stone Steve Creamery.
No.
You want some mix-ins, brother?
No. It's okay, Jen. It's okay. All right, let's see here. Stone Cold, Stone 2, Cold, Steve Austin.
Cold Stone Steve
Charro.
Creamery. It's too funny.
Ooh, okay, Charro. An amazing guitarist.
Coochie, coochie, coo.
Not enough people know. Not enough people know. Yeah.
Richie, I have to confess, I don't have a Steve Austin
Impression.
voice. Well, not even an impression.
Chambered.
Like I don't have a
Yeah,
voice.
what
in
does he
my head.
sound like?
I think he has like a Texas accent.
Does he? Like, or are you just
Maybe
thinking Austin?
because his name is Austin.
Not sure.
I think he has like a
We don't know.
southernish male.
We don't know. Your cat's named Charro?
Great cat name.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm gonna come out hard. That is a great cat name. Because it's not super long and complicated. It sounds like a cat name, but it's also kind of silly and fun. It's great.
Okay, Richie says he is Texan, and Flipper Fury confirms Southern Gravel.
It's possible that like the Austin then is chosen to reflect his Texanness because he's might not be as. I don't want to shock you here.
Steve
A lot of
Winkelstein.
wrestlers don't use their real name.
What?
Hulk Hogan's name is not actually Hulk.
All right, I feel like we've got our suggestions here. Start voting. So,
K-pop, I know.
just
That
type
was
the
more
number
of a Randy
into
Savage.
chat to vote for it. Please vote for all of the suggestions that you would not be disappointed if they won. Like, that's the way I like to think about it. That way, it's most likely that you end up voting for a winner, yeah?
Snap
So,
into a cold stone, brother.
Exactly. As long as you put a space between the numbers you enter into chat, you should just be able to type the numbers into chat. Here they come rolling in. We got obviously a little bit of a delay. So type 1 to vote for Princess Bubblegum, 2 for Orange Kitty, 3 for Girl on a Motorcycle, 4 for The Eye of Sauron, 5 for a Dreamsicle, 6 for Stone, 2 Cold Steve Austin, and 7 for Charro. There we have it. Thank you for putting in your votes. It's coming through. It looks like Princess Bubblegum is currently in the lead. We'll give it a little bit of time to simmer there. We'll let it simmer. We'll let it sit. Twisted Logic. Thank you for voting. Thank you, JV is me, Verybex, Clipper Fury, Animated, Scorch Hellfire, Liz, Ipon the OC, Touch of Improv. You all are doing very well. Thank you for voting. I appreciate your participation in our democratic process. K-pop also on it. I love it. Now, the last time we called the votes, we called it when the winner had 7. But Charro's just 1 vote behind Princess Bubblegum, so I'm going to let it sit for just a minute more. I'll self-hydrate. Tell you what. I'll self-hydrate. Yeah, you voted. Yeah, you voted. Use that emote proudly. It is your right. You have earned it. Richie's voted. Thank you, Richie. We appreciate it. We need all of the input we can get. Oh, and Puzzles! Puzzles is here. Hi, Puzzles. Puzzles lives for the chaos. Charro, Princess Bubblegum. Oh, my God. Come on now. That would actually be really funny. You know what? There is no official rule, so I'm going to say, yes, we do. We do this time. We do this time. Hell yeah, voted for the tie. Heck yeah, we do. Look, it's been a minute since we've had a good mashup. It's been a minute. So let me come over here and look up some good images of Charro. Oh my gosh, she's so great. What an icon. And then we'll do more images of Princess Bubblegum. I can type. Images. I feel like, you know, we just got to do the bubblegum hair and crown and like Princess Bubblegum's skin tone. But then we'll just have like a very like Charro outfit. What is a Charro outfit?
Like, is there one?
Yeah, I don't know if there's like one. She mostly just dresses very like. How do you describe Charro's wardrobe?
Loud?
Loud is one way. Very sparkly, very fringy, very shiny. Yeah. Layered fluffy skirt and banana hat. Wait, banana hat.
It's always kind of like like showgirlish, like
yeah.
You know, not far from a Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
You know, if you were
not far from a Bob Mackie.
Yes,
like
exactly.
rhinestone.
Right.
But also very like structured.
Yeah, usually short skirts.
Now the problem is,
especially with like kind of like things hanging off them a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
like
tassels
type.
or fringes or.
The situation is like sparkle is hard with balloons.
Right.
I can like draw sparkle on, but I can't really. I can do like chrome, like a color. I see her in a lot of red as I'm scrolling through. I see red as a color she uses, and then pink.
Yeah, definitely. You know, very bright colors. A lot of red, a lot of pink, turquoise. In my head,
big hair, yeah.
In my head, it was a lot of like yellow and golds, but yeah.
She does a lot of like the
red,
bangs
pink,
and like a top knot
turquoise.
ponytail, but then like also, so maybe we'll do that hair.
Yes.
So we'll do the skin tone and the hair color bubblegum. We'll do the crown bubblegum, but we'll have that little top knot Charro, and then we'll do like Princess Bubblegum obviously wears a lot of pink. Should we do just pink? Then
maybe. Is Princess Bubblegum Maria Bamford?
No, I don't. There are a lot of princesses.
I know.
No, Okay. So, Charro and Princess Bubblegum. See, I'm going to try and grab a few pictures to have up on my...
She is voiced by Hynden Walsh. Or Walsh. Hynden Walk?
Okay. I need to just grab a picture of Charro. It's so hard to Charro choose.
I Charro you.
Charromander. Open link in new tab. Let's see.
Clipper, you need to watch Adventure Time. I
also
suppose I
need to watch Adventure Time.
I
Save
feel like
Timmy.
we'll get there. You know, I feel like that'll be a thing that the young gentleman is into at some point.
For sure. Pictures, Twitch.
Well, JV, that does sound like us. Definitely sounds like our son. Oh, puzzles. Remember Charromander for the next Subgrat Day?
Yes.
Put it in your phone.
Do it now. Charro is an American music and pop culture icon. That comes from Charro.com.
It's funny they call her an American too.
Yeah, right?
Brazilian, is that right? Spanish born. Okay.
Good picture of Princess Bubblegum up as well.
So she began playing classical guitar at the age of 9, Spanish style classical guitar, training under the famed guitarist Andres Segovia. I'm not familiar with him, but he does have his own Wikipedia page. In 1966, she married Xavier Cugat, band leader, and moved to the United States, where she became a ubiquitous presence on American television. You could not turn on the TV without seeing a Charro.
There she is, again and again.
Laughing, Fantasy Island, The Love Boat, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. She's known for her uninhibited and exuberant manner, high energy levels, vague age, heavy Spanish accent, and catchphrase.
She's known for her vague age. That's hilarious. Okay, continue.
Well, how old is she? And for her catchphrase.
How old am I?
Gucci. Gucci, Gucci.
Gucci, Gucci.
Of note, they don't have her birthday on here. So it is vague.
It's pretty vague.
Pretty vague. We don't know.
Okay, here we go. We've got the princess and I will mash these two up if it's the last thing I do this stream. Probably will be. Okay, that. Some of this. Some pink chrome. See if that's useful.
She was also on The Love Boat, Donnie and Marie, Tony Orlando and Don, The Captain and Tennille, The John Davidson Show, The Mike Douglas Show, which she guest hosted once,
Oh my.
and the short-lived The Brady Bunch Variety Hour.
Mostly because those kids couldn't host a variety show. Come on, that's not nice. You just put like 6 kid stars and be like, okay, so you can do scripted, like rehearsed, edited, sitcom stuff. Now you can host a variety show.
I mean,
singing and dancing. Like they weren't even.
I mean, they're probably doing like sketches and stuff.
Of course, but like, oh my goodness. Ugh. My goodness. It was short-lived, I heard.
It was short-lived, yes.
All right, so this is going to be a little more airport. This is going to be our arms. I don't think I'll do the opera-length gloves, although Charro does wear them. She doesn't wear them all the time, and I think it's important to get. Oh, let me do this.
I love you guys.
Miami Beach.
Miami
Thank you
Beach
so
balloon.
much. You're the greatest. We appreciate you, Chris. Thank you for the 500 bits. Did you like a speed dog? Nice
Just
King
for
Kong.
Nice King Kong.
I'm glad you like the King Kong with his airplane wings crunched in his aggressive fist. Chris, would you like a speed dog? I can do that for you, my friend. Ah! Okay, this Dino Kitty does not want to play. Or he does want to play too much. It's like, how come King Kong gets to be outside the box?
Bex's first memory of Charro was her being on the Surreal House, or one of those VH1 celebrity reality shows.
Oh, sure. Pretty surreal to have Charro anywhere.
Right?
Let's see. Do I want to do... Bubblegum's face is like so round. Let's try and make...
K-pop fan mom, yes, January 15th, 1951 is one of the dates. If you look further into the Wikipedia, I would that one is not the one I would most likely guess is true. But
19 what?
1950, I would imagine that it's 1941 is her actual birth date.
Oh my, how ambiguous.
Well, year of birth is subject of dispute. Her Spanish birth certificate and passport, as well as her American naturalization papers, give her the birth date March 13th, 1941.
$20.
Whoa, what?
Kochi.
What just happened?
What? That didn't even come up on my...
Just heard a thing, but what did it say?
I just heard it and it didn't come up on
Fortunately,
the
I'm a little
screen.
behind here, so I can see.
Oh, man.
No?
Someone just tipped $20, but then I didn't hear it and the announcement was like so quiet. Aw. Friends. Who did it? Thank you. Yeah, she's either in her 70s or her 80s. You know, if she is in her 80s, she wants you to think she's a svelte 70-year-old. Oh, my goodness.
Well, thank you, whoever you might be.
Thank you. If you'd like to
Mysterious
claim credit
individual.
for that now. I don't know why it was
Charro
Charro saying
saying
coochie
coochie.
coochie.
Flipper,
Sounds
thank
about
you.
right. That sounds about right. Coochie coochie. All right, here we go. For Miami Beach Balloon Guy, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. 360 green balloon dog. Yeah! Perfect! Aw, I do love the 360 dogs. A chubby dog! With his little tail. Oh, wagga, 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 wagga. So cute! I'm glad you like the King Kong, Chris. I like it too. Rah, rah. Oh, wow, look, the dog is so much bigger than King Kong. Yikes. Run, King Kong, run. It's King Dog. Ah! Flipper, would you like a speed dog? I can do it for you too, my friend. JV, thank you. I do like how the face came out on that. I do like how it came out. Let's scooch over to... Now I'm like nervous why this should have the alerts on.
Yeah, I heard it, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
heard it as
sure.
well, but it didn't. The alert did not. If it's like below something. You're good. Charro on, Charro on. Charro on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. You're weary and to rest.
I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too, K-pop fan mom. Look at you! More of the bits. Thank you so much, K-pop Rampage. Yes, where the big monsters would like climb buildings and punch each other out.
Right, you could be any one of those, monsters that's destroyed cities and movies, like a King Kong, a Godzilla, a Wolfman.
Yeah.
You know how those giant wolves.
There was like also a giant lizard that could also climb. I've never seen a giant lizard. I mean, I guess
Is that not the Godzilla?
I guess it's Godzilla. It didn't look very Godzilla-ish. Ralph, George, and Lizzie. Oh my gosh, you remember Scorch. And K-pop just gifting a tier 1 sub to JV is me. Aww, one of the girlfriend. I love it. JV is all of us, really.
Now JV has to make the cat a pink outfit.
Yes. Charro. I love it. I love it. K-pop, you let me know if you would like a speed balloon dog. I will make it for you. Okay. So, let's see. How am I going to do this? I want her outfit to be, this is a chrome magenta. Doesn't look as shiny until you put the air into it. Here we go. Look at that. That's a nice shiny Charro color, I think. Okay. Let's see, make another tiny bubble right around the back as well. K-pop, thank you so much. You're so great. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, Bex, I saw that they made a Rampage movie.
They made one?
I never saw that. Yeah, with The Rock.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, that does sound familiar. Wow. We've done so many movies based on nothing that, like, I'm already starting to forget them.
Right? Like, it's, at this point, you can't really be surprised when a movie's based on anything. Battleship.
Yeah, exactly. I think Battleship was where I kind of gave up, where I'm like, okay, so anything can be a movie.
Unlike that Jerry Seinfeld Pop-Tart movie. Movie based on Pop-Tarts, man. And I know it's more whatever. K-pop says, could you make that an orange kitten instead of a dog?
Yes, of course I can. Absolutely. Let me just make sure Charro is situated here. I think I want to give her one more pinch twist back here.
Bex heard that they were going to make a Magic 8-Ball movie at one point.
What?
No joke. No, I mean, that 100% makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Here's the plot. There's an 8-ball that's magic. Some kid finds it. They use it to, like, tell their fate. At first, it goes great. Then it goes terrible.
Yeah.
But in the end, they work it out. Boom.
Yeah, no,
Magic
that's...
8-Ball movie. I just wrote that
You wrote
script.
it. Great script.
If anyone else puts that out, you know that they stole it from me.
That's right. You were all witnesses. I'm calling you, each and every one of you, as witnesses in the copyright trial.
Miami Beach Balloon Guy says, I love Seinfeld, and that movie was terrible. Scorch says that they made Lizzie into a giant mutant crocodile, and the monsters were based on the animals just being huge.
Gotcha.
Not like humans that got turned into that.
Should we give her a guitar?
Or maracas.
Oh, maracas.
Mr. Sharp is going to get a writer's credit. Well, that does bring up something very stupid that happened to me yesterday. So I was quoted in the Los Angeles Times.
Ooh.
Yes.
Mr. Sharp.
Very exciting moment that any writer, comedian, public figure, activist, individual living in Los Angeles, intellectual,
yes,
would, of course, aspire to. Yeah, very exciting. However, I was quoted anonymously. I was not told at all by the LA Times about it. They took it from a Facebook post of mine that I deleted because I didn't have any idea that anyone would have read it. And it was about me complaining about the lines at Trader Joe's.
Sounds great, babe.
Yeah, exactly. It's the stupidest.
It's like the hard-hitting sort of journalism.
Yes.
We want to be remembered for.
The other day, I think we mentioned it.
Yeah.
I went to Trader Joe's in the morning, and there's this just stupidly long
Crazy
line.
long line.
And so I just kept on driving.
It was the totes.
The thing that I mentioned at the time was, I don't need yogurt that bad. LOL, LOL, LOL. We all have a hearty laugh at that really sophisticated piece of verbal gymnastics. So I made a Facebook post, probably the first Facebook post I've made in, 3 years. Just asking like a local Granada Hills, Northridge, Valley group, what is going on at the Trader Joe's? The line was crazy. I don't need yogurt that bad. LOL. And for some reason, that one comment got used in an LA Times article about the stupid Trader Joe's tote bags.
So cool, babe.
And I deleted it without even realizing that, because I'm not, I don't need to have like posts about like what's going on at Trader Joe's be in the historical Facebook record,
Yes, we care about the historical Facebook record.
And yet, the one thing that's ever been put in the LA Times is me complaining about not getting yogurt.
I love this. Yes, Bex. Mr. Sharp,
deleted it.
uncredited Trader Joe's critic. You just spoke for the people, babe. You just spoke for the people.
Exactly. At first, I was like kind of annoyed where I'm like, dude, you found this on Facebook. It literally has my name right there. You can use that to like send me a message to be like, hey, we're using your quote in the LA Times. And I was like, just give a person a heads up. But then I thought about it and thought of all of the people in Los Angeles and all of the people that they would be asking for quotes.
Yeah.
And all of the potential reactions they might get. And
They
so,
just decide to skip that step. And that's understandable.
It turns out that journalistic ethics just slow the whole operation down.
Well, I don't...
And it's a lot easier to throw out unattributed quotes.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I think it's both. I think that it is, like, it is lazy. Like, that is a thing that, like, if it was serious
It's
journalism,
lazy
you would
and
do.
Fine.
But also, it's not really serious journalism. It's about tote bags at Trader Joe's. And so, I'm not surprised that this is not the area.
Facebook users suggest grabbing of pitchfork.
I think it would not be too hard to give a heads up that, hey, your comment has been used or something like that, even if you're not seeking approval or. But my guess is that there were just too many times where it turned into a hassle, and so they just stopped doing it.
That definitely makes sense. And yes, Miami Beach, everyone loves those tote bags from Trader Joe's.
They really do.
They are wild about them. I learned about them this year earlier. My sister was like, oh, they're all sold out by me. Can you go grab some? And I'm like, sure. And I went and I picked up like 3 or whatever. I didn't realize it was a big deal. And then she's like, oh, can you get some more? So I went back the next day, totally sold out. I'm like, oh, I guess these are a big deal. I guess these are a big deal.
Whoa. There's been a follow-up. Trader Joe's mini tote frenzy hits California. Resellers are cashing in with prices over $1,000.
Oh, come on.
Apparently, I should have gotten that line.
Yeah, you should have gotten that line, I guess. Hey, what you should have done is get in that line.
Yeah. I don't even know if this is actually the full article that has. Oh no, that is the one that has my quote in it. Yep. I just saw it on like mobile preview. But Bex, thank you very much for finding my published words.
Yes.
And on his tombstone it was written, I don't need yogurt that bad.
Well, babe, I'm glad that at least in this room.
Can I put in my bio, published LA Times author?
Yes, I think you can. I think that's how it works.
Yes. LA Times staff writer.
There you go. There you go. LA Times contributor is like nice and vague.
Yes,
I think.
yes, contributor.
Contributors.
Yes, I contributed.
She has kind of long arms, Princess Bubblegum. So I want to see how I'm going to make this body attach. Gotta make... neck. Shoot. Time is it?
It is 12:05.
Perfect.
You want to wrap by 12:30?
Yeah, I've got to pick up my mother at the airport today, friends. So I will have a heart out. Should be fine.
Beck's at LAX.
Yep.
She is
That's
going
how much I love my mother.
into the belly of the beast. The thick of the action.
Yep.
The hairiest of the pits.
To the international terminal, even.
Tom Bradley International Terminal. Jens, I know. Here's the thing. If we really pushed it, we probably could have got her to take a flyaway.
Yeah, the thing is, here's the thing with the flyaway, because like she knows about it. She's taken it before. When you're at one of the later terminals, a lot of times the bus will come and it'll be full, so that it'll just drive past you. And you have to wait for like 4 or 5 of the shuttles before an empty one comes along.
And if you've just flown internationally, that is not always...
Yeah, if you've just gotten off of like an 11 or 12-hour flight, sometimes you're like, could we not?
The flyaway is great, but they don't like save a seat for you.
Yeah, you get what you paid
for.
It's like something like $8 or something each way. It's not like crazy expensive, but it's also not exactly like a luxury service.
But yes, you're right. Miami Beach Balloon guy who doesn't pick up their mom at the airport.
Exactly. If it's anyone you're gonna pick up the airport, it's gotta be your mommy.
And she's been gone for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, what was it? 4 weeks?
I forgot. I said I was gonna look it up. I think she left. She left last month.
Yeah, I think it was over a month. It was like 4 or 5 weeks, I think. So it's been a long time. You know, we'll bring our son, and you know he can say hi, and
hasn't seen Grandma in a while, so that'll be nice. It'll be a nice little family thing.
Jen likes to get Randy's Donuts to make the LAX trip sweeter.
Yeah.
Is Randy's Donuts, is that the one with the big donut on the roof?
Yes.
Are they right by there?
They're in the area, the original one. There are obviously other locations.
I don't know that I've ever had a Randy's Donuts.
I usually try and hit up like the In-N-Out, buy it if I'm there early. You know, like you get there early and you have to wait someplace nearby.
I feel like there must be like a list of like, if you live in LA, these are the 10 or 15 things that you really should have done like at some point, you know, just so that you can take part in the conversation. You know, or because you're going to see the iconography everywhere and you're just going to want to be a part of it as opposed to like, you know, oh yeah, that's a thing other people have done, not me though. I hope to be a Randy's Donuts guy someday, but just don't think I'm that type of person, you know? think I'm ready.
You're not ready yet?
But what are those? What are those in LA? Like the things that you're supposed to have done? I would say pick someone up at LAX is like probably on
pick
that
someone
list.
up at LAX, definitely.
Just so that you know what people are talking
A
about.
very Los Angeles thing to do.
Cantor's Deli, I think doing that is a good one of those. Trejo's Donuts and Tacos.
Well, see, that's a newer thing.
Yeah, less traditional.
But it is definitely only in LA. Okay, I'm liking this so far.
I've heard that the Trejo's donuts don't look good, but that they've got a weird charisma.
Mystery.
Jen's other favorite airport waiting spot, Coffee Bean.
Ooh, yeah. Good, it's a good spot. Try and make.
Long ago, back when I was a poker player, my favorite waiting spot for LAX was Hollywood Park. But those days are
long behind you
long
now.
behind us.
You're a responsible man.
Those were the days, my friends. We thought they'd never end. We thought they'd last forever and a day. I'm everybody's Scream. Your ability with balloons is unmatched. So impressive. Never ceases to amaze me.
Aw, well, thank you. I'm everybody's Scream. I am trying to make a Princess Bubblegum-Charro mashup. That old chestnut. Okay. Got that little ponytail over the top knot ponytail. And our bangs. I feel like we need that Princess Bubblegum crown, otherwise it's not quite. Now, Princess Bubblegum's crown is actually really tricky to do because it's like, it like tapers very smoothly, and balloons don't like to do that. But maybe I can get some kind of a.
She's remote coworkers visited the NYC office. Nearly did two touristy things. You visited Magnolia Bakery, and you took a photo in Times Square. At that point, all the New Yorkers were like, okay, I'm getting sick of this. Let's go to the local food places and whatnot.
Yeah, no, for sure. Look, there's certain things you can only do with tourists.
Yeah.
And when people come to visit you. Like when I lived in New Jersey, my parents came out to visit me one, week or something. And that was when I did all the most touristy New York things. And I think that's the way to do it.
But something like Randy's I wouldn't call that like a touristy thing. It's more just like it's a part of the visual iconography of LA. And it's weird to say that you're like a citizen of a city and then to see all of these historical iconography photos, people talking about these experiences, and to not share that, especially when it's something that's simple and accessible, Like, it's not crazy to me that someone would have never been to a Lakers game. That's expensive and kind of a hassle, and you might not be a sports person. But, like, a donut, that's a thing anybody can do. I've driven past a Randy's Donuts. I've seen the giant donut. I feel like it's just a thing that I should have encountered at some point, but have not. For whatever reason.
It's a choice for you to be such a.
I wouldn't call it it's not a choice that I haven't, but it's at a certain point, it is a hole in your resume.
A donut hole?
Yes. Of course, RC had to take a photo of his coworkers taking photos of Times Square.
Yeah, then you can tease them about it. Tourists.
Hashtag tourist. Donut holes.
I do love donut holes.
I'm Everybody Scream just got a Randy's a city over and the hype for it is crazy. Really? I didn't know that they were still like franchising out and stuff.
Well, remember there's like one in like, there's a couple in Burbank that we've driven past.
Mm-hmm.
There's, you know, like they definitely, they've got some locations.
And they're still going, I guess. Still expanding. Good.
Yeah, I guess
Good
so.
for Randy.
I think things are going well for Randy.
Is Randy still around?
I don't know.
Or is Randy now a square?
Oh boy. Mr. Sharp. I hope you're ashamed.
No.
No?
No.
Hey, didn't you have something delicious to give me?
No. Well, I did yesterday. But we ate it. So it is gone. Wait. I don't know if there is a Randy.
Is there no Randy?
It's founded by Russell Wendell. There's no mention that Russell went by Randy or anything.
A Russell.
Because the first donut shop that he opened was called The Big Donut.
Well, that's...
The second location, which is now a Randy's Donuts. What's going on here?
Well, if you open one up and then you're like, no, changed it.
2015 it was purchased by lawyer and entrepreneur Mark Kalegian. Since that time, he has added franchise locations in Southern California, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Las Vegas, and the Philippines. Randy's Donuts, UAE. Marcia got a message saying, "Hi, I'm in charge of planning a bunch of French coworkers visiting New York City, and we want to visit blank sports team. It's currently going for $1,500 a ticket. Does anyone have a guy or back alley deal to get it cheaper?" In usual New York fashion, the response was, "We can get it for you for $0. That team is going to be out of the playoffs by the time you get here. Boom, saved your money."
I mean, that is probably something important to know. Like, I can see myself totally being like, not taking that into account when purchasing sports tickets. Because
Sure,
I'm like,
exactly.
I'm not a sports person, and this is a team I recognize, and here are some playoff tickets.
Right, you're like, I'm going to be in Manchester. I'd love to see a Manchester United game. You know, and they're like, oh, they don't play that time of year, you kook.
Right, exactly. Well, I hope that the recipient of that advice was grateful.
Randy's open today in Fresno. All right, that's the other valley.
Here we go. Look at this.
Yes, JV. For SoCal residents and other interested parties, there's a very good documentary called The Donut King. Not that Donut King. Not our Donut King. Different Donut King.
Different Donut King.
Highlights the history of the many local donut shops and its importance throughout the cities. Oh, that's nice. I do like that.
Yeah, I love that. Okay. I'm going to try and do like a Charro face meets a Princess Bubblegum face, which is going to be tricky.
And Richie, our local UK expert. No, you do not want to watch a Manchester United game.
Oh, okay. Good to
Fair
know.
enough. And to be honest, you're right. I do not. That was merely an example of like a famous sports team in another place.
I'm drawing some sparkles on our outfit.
I mean, if I were to go see any like football club, I'd probably go see the Richmond Football Club.
Oh, you would, eh? Very lovely. Okay. I'm gonna do some pink hair details.
Well, apparently the documentary also talks about the origin of the pink donut boxes. I'm interested in that. And then all of a sudden I realized oh wait, it's like history of a box. And
Hey.
yet for some reason I'm
And
curious.
yet,
What I've learned about history is that the story behind anything can be interesting. The pink box.
because you probably never thought about it.
Exactly. Why is it this way that it is? And sometimes those stories are very boring and it's like, well, because so-and-so was able to get a good deal on a certain kind of material and so he made it out of that. And that's why. And other times it's because there were insane people who did crazy things and then we just kept doing it that crazy way.
Yeah, I mean, I think the inventor of bubblegum only had pink dye, and that was just because he was
Bubblegum pink.
he's just he's just an accountant. He wasn't like a chemist, so the color he happened to have was pink, and that's the end of the story. People just now it's the color, the default
that's
color.
the name of that color. Bubblegum pink.
Exactly.
Donuts are a funny one. RC, I go to Nine's chat and almost unpromoted, I get from the Portland folks, don't go to Voodoo Donuts, it's overrated. Then a coworker from Portland visits and unprompted, they said, don't go to Voodoo Donuts, it's overrated. I'm starting to be convinced that Portland folks are obligated to say, don't go to Voodoo
Go
Donuts.
to Voodoo Donuts. It's overrated.
That is very much my experience with Portland people.
Yeah.
Not with Voodoo Donuts, I've never been there. But I've certainly, anytime donuts and Portland come up in tandem, that is.
It's like they know they're
here.
famous for it and they're apologetic. They're like, look, it's not.
They've probably hosted friends who are like, oh man, I'd love to go to Voodoo Donuts. And they're like, no, not that one. This other one that you haven't heard of that's better. And they're like, but I have heard of this one. And other people have too, and I could tell them about it. And so here's what the question. What's more important? The donut or the story?
Live life for the anecdote.
The flavor or the Insta post?
Okay, so doing.
The nutrition or the experience?
How to do the mouth.
It's like the story of why Timmy Turner has a pink hat. Butch Hartman just ran out of blue ink for his hat, and so they turned it pink. The rest is history.
It's great.
Yes, RC, I'm aware that nutrition is not the primary consideration, but the question is, if you're doing something like going to a Voodoo Donuts or what we might think of as a locally famous place, does it matter that it's not good? Because are you going there for
It's like it doesn't live up to the hype, but it has hype.
But it has hype. And what you do is you insert yourself in the narrative. You attach yourself to this existing. I think this is kind of what I meant about like the stuff you're supposed to do in LA, where it's like it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It matters that you have a take on it, that you have experienced it yourself. And so when people talk about it, you're not just kind of an observer of the conversation. You can say, yes, I too have participated in this experience of our area. And I too believe that it is overrated.
Right.
we lived, there used to be a donut stand outside the shopping center, and the smell of donuts brings back memory of your mother. Now, see, that is like a reason to go to that place. You know, that's
Right?
like a thing that you can't get other places. That's like an important, significant, like why I would go to that donut place.
This is my Princess Bubblegum-Charro. Kuchi-kuchi. Kuchi-kuchi-kuchi. Kuchi-kuchi. Kuchi-kuchi-kuchi. Look at her coochies. Kuchi-kuchi.
Ma'am, does Princess Bubblegum have a catchphrase or anything?
I don't know. Does Princess Bubblegum have a catchphrase?
Relationships.
Yes. Amazing.
I don't see one that jumps out at me to scan it real quick. Look at her watch.
Her watch. I don't think she's wearing one. I don't believe she's wearing a watch, but if we're looking at the time it took me to make this, it was a little longer.
Same Portland coworker is a foodie and wanted to try as many food things in New York City as he could, or that he couldn't get in the Portland area. So he went to a three-star Michelin restaurant, and the next day he got Dunkin' Donuts. Our friend Matt Falloon from Australia, one time when he came to America, he wanted to try all of the different fast food chains.
All of the fast food chains. Oh my gosh! I hope he did survive.
He is still alive.
Still alive.
You know,
That was interesting.
not
There's a lot of fast
good,
food chains, but it's
like
it's
it's
a gotta catch 'em all.
yeah, and it's interesting. And now you've experienced each of those, and so when Taco Bell comes up, you can be like, yes, it is bad, and I know specifically how, and also kind of good, and I kind of know why.
Now you know. Now you know.
He is still alive. Good. Yes.
Good. Yes, no, it is good to. It's good to clarify, particularly when it's like a little up in the air like that. Golden Corral. Oh, sadly closed down. Yeah, a lot of. I remember when I was a kid hearing grown-ups talk about like, oh, this all used to be farmland out here. Like, oh, you know, this used to be small and now it's all built up, and being like, yeah, I know. That's because you're from the olden times. Before they built everything for the present, which we are now living in.
And it will always be
And it will always be like this now.
Thank goodness we got to here, and here is where we will
And
always
this
be.
is it. So now driving through, my hometown or like nearby towns and being like, oh, that's new. What did that used to be?
My son, it used to be so different here.
It's wild. That's true, RC. There's certain times when one wants to Taco Bell and certain times when one
But
should
again, maybe that's when you should.
Maybe that's part of the experience.
Maybe that's when you should.
Oh,
Not because it is good, but because you are part of humanity.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. The shopping center used to have a lot of shops. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that also
yeah.
happens sometimes.
That does happen.
It is about 12:30 here, love.
Yeah, perfect timing. Where did my... Oh, there he is. I was saying, where's King Kong? There's King Kong. Well, this was fun. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us while we made this. Justana wants me to drink water. That's an excellent idea. We'll drink some water. We'll do a clip where we show these off, and then maybe we'll bring out our cat to say goodbye to everybody.
Let's do it.
Oh, right, K-pop. You're totally right. I forgot to make orange. I literally have orange here.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Oh,
here
yeah.
for you. Oh, my
Right.
gosh, I'm so
Orange
bad.
kitty.
Let's do it. While Mr. Sharp fetches the not-so-orange kitty. Here we go. One balloon, orange cat for K-pop fan mom. Thank you for your support of this weird little stream. All right. This is not going to be 5 seconds. It takes a little bit longer, but here we'll go to this view. We'll get a little close up here in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Little bubble. medium bubble, little bubble, medium bubble. Twist these together. Yeah. Little bubble, medium bubble. These go through the middle of your triangle base. Pinch twist the ears. Perfect. Look at that little kitty cat face. Meow. Ears up a little more. Now, whoop, we do the body. Stretch that out. Okay. Pinch twist there because I like to position the head. Leg. Leg. Body. Whoop. That body. Nice and plump. I like my kitties plump, but you knew that already. Leg. Leg. And
leg.
What? No.
Nuggy.
Tail. And then we'll tuck this knot into that pinch twist to position our head. Look at this adorable little kitty cat balloon, a speed cat for K-pop fan mom. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Supporting the stream. Mwah. We love you. We love you, K-pop. A giant plush onigiri. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Onigiri is like perfectly made to be a plush. Perfectly made. Perfect. All right, mister, do we have our friend or do we want to do the clip? We'll do the clip first. All right, and then we'll do our friend. Spectacular. All right, I'll do the Princess Bubblegum clip since the pictures are already up. Here we go. Today on SharpBalloons, I made the balloon request that every kid is asking for in spring 2025. A mashup of Princess Bubblegum and Charro! Kuchi kuchi! Kuchi kuchi! Yes! It's so perfect! And so, like, it's literally made to be. They both like pink. What more could you need? I love it! Thanks for the request, chat. Kuchi kuchi! And thank you, Puzzles, for coming into the vote and tying it up. I love it. We're going to hide Princess Bubblegum. I'm going to show the images of King Kong. Where are my good King Kong images? I probably don't even need King Kong images. People know what King Kong looks like, right? We all know. Giant gorilla. And today on SharpBalloons, another speed balloon request for King Kong. Look he's gripping a little biplane's crunched wings in his fist. He's on top of the Empire State Building. Look at him. Empire State Building included for scale. He does have a little bit of a bald spot. There's an extra bubble there. I didn't mean to put it there, but I did. Even I make mistakes sometimes, but he does look pretty spectacular. I love it! "'Twas beauty killed the beast." Fantastic. Oh boy. All right. It is time now. We do have collected for you one great big Iggy cat coming right up. So without further ado, let me turn down our regular music and pump up the Iggy Jam, please. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Here comes the Iggy Sharp song. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, so big. I'm such an Iggy.
He's chunky and fluffy, big kitty. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Immobile.
He's so immobile.
So heavy. That's it. He's chunky and fluffy, big kitty. That's it. Immobile and sleepy. So heavy.
Oh, Iggy, you're a big boy. Iggy! friends. This is our favorite balloon animal, Iggy Sharp. He's very well trained. He has a trick. Would you like to see it? All right, here we go. Lick your shoulder, Iggy. Lick that shoulder, Iggy. Everybody loves it when you lick that shoulder, Iggy.
Oh, yeah. Get it. Chomp, 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 chomp.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. You're insatiable. You're insatiable.
He is just such a purr pillow right now, Mr. Sharp. He's purring and purring. He must really love the way I parade him around. Iggy, Iggy, Iggy. Iggy, Iggy, Iggy. Iggy, Iggy, Iggy. Look at how annoyed he looks. Mom! But you're still purring, big boy. But you're still purring.
The things that I put up with for love.
Yeah, he does. I love him so. Okay, you can go down now. Oh, big boy. You big boy. He's big and fluffy. He got the gimbals. Oh, Mr. Sharp. Thank you for bringing out Iggy, mister.
You got it, babe.
He's the greatest. He fills my heart with joy. And my brain with, I don't know, serotonin? Endorphins?
Dander?
Dopamine? Yeah, cat hair. Maybe why my eye is all irritated right now. Who knows? Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. We are gonna call it quits at this time. Raid you further into the Twitchiverse. Thank you so super much to K-pop fan mom, Love Me Dewey, and Clipper Fury, Miami Beach Balloon Guy, for your contributions. You guys are amazing, and yeah, I feel very supported. Thank you so much. Good luck at LAX. I need all the luck I can get. I think it'll be good. Safe travels. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. Where are we going to raid this wonderful room of human beings?
Why don't we go to Going Ape Costume?
Going Ape Costume?
Yes.
Okay, GOINGAPECOSTUME.
First try. Nailed it.
Nice. So are they a costumer?
They're a costumer. Looks like they're making a butterfly fairy cosplay right now, though they're in looks like pretty early stages.
All right.
I see one of those big grid boards
right
that you have, and an iron. And various other tools.
Very, very cool. Yeah, no, I know. I'm going to just go pick up my mom at the airport. Lucky mom is the thing. All right, sweet streams. Thank you, Richie. Bye, K-pop. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Let's go visit Going Ape Costume. Now, Going Ape Costume is a stream that is intended for a mature audiences, unlike us who intend only to be viewed by immature audiences. So, if you hear a swear, put on your big person pants and act like you've heard it before. I'm just reading the rules. This is just the community standards. Put on your big person pants.
Use some sort of rope or maybe a belt to cinch the waist.
Cinch it up, double knot it. That way it's permanent. And then nod at everyone like, yeah, I know that word. That's how you play it cool. And thank you so much, friends. And we are going to probably stream tomorrow and Thursday night. Although, again, because this is the spring break for LA Unified, it's a little up in the air, but I hopefully will let you know. RC, let me know when you want to do your the RC takeover stream. It's going to be so fun. RC has 5 options that he wants chat to vote on. He has picked all the options, but you all get to choose which of his selections we make for the stream. I think it's going to be awesome. Oh, you already responded. You're too fast for me. Fantastic. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I hope you have, what is this, Tuesday already? I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. You've got it. You're on the upswing. Thank you so much. Say hi to Growing Ape Costume. Bye, everybody. Bye. Okay, now go say hi to Going Ape Costume.